What's up, guys? I wanted to talk to you all about my feelings regarding the General Hospital Jason Morgan reveal. Who is really Jason Morgan? Who is actually Andrew Caine reveal? So, I have been watching General Hospital since I was in, I want to say, the second grade, the third grade for sure. And I hated it. Like, my sister used to watch it all the time. That's how I got into it. And then I got into it on my own. My sister stopped watching. But this year, like, only thing that really had kept me in the show was the fact that Sam was pregnant, and I love Sam. I love the storyline where she was pregnant with her daughter. Um, my bangs look crazy, but pregnant with her daughter in 2004. I was a young child in elementary school, and the fact that she was pregnant again, I really wanted to see what was gonna happen with this baby. So that's what kept me in. But shortly after Sam gave birth, I was not paying attention anymore. I didn't want to watch it. I stopped watching again, honestly, until I found out Steve Burton's Jason was coming back. And I didn't even find out Steve Burton Jason was coming back through the show. I found out on Instagram. He had posted that scene where he was at Morgan's grave. And that touched me. Like, that pulled on my heartstrings so much. Like, I felt like I had to come back. And so I came back. And today they had the reveal of which Jason is who. Like, I knew who Jason Morgan was. Like, I knew Jason Morgan was Jason Morgan when he came back. I thought they were going to have a twist where they were going to say that the other Jason, Billy Miller's Jason, was Jason Morgan, and then Steve Burton's Jason was going to bond with Kim and bond with Kim and Oscar, and then find out that they messed up or that Andre lied or whatever, and that Billy Miller is Andrew Caine and Steve Burton is really Jason. But they went the traditional route, making Andrew Caine, Billy Miller, and Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. So that was like, it was anticlimactic for sure, but I'm pretty sure that the real suspense is gonna come with finding out who did this to them and why they did this to them, how they did this to them, like all those details. Find out about Andrew Caine's life. I'm pretty sure those are what's gonna make this more interesting for us as the fans. Billy Miller's Jason, Billy Miller's Jason has been getting on my last nerve since the reveal. He's been so annoying. All he talks about is Aurora, and somebody's gonna take Aurora from us, and he's gonna take Aurora. Like, you, it's clear, it's so clear as day that you don't actually know these people as well as you say you do. Like, you're just so pressed to hold on to the lifestyle of Jason Morgan and the love that Jason Morgan got. You are you were really, like, he didn't even really care about the lifestyle. He didn't really care about being Jason Morgan at first. It wasn't until he found out the perks of being Jason Morgan, like having the money, having Sam by his side, having the love and respect of the people in the town. Well, the love anyway. The respect, yes, because they fear him, but like not from the law enforcement, but like from the love of the people of the town. A lot of people don't respect what Jason does for a living, but he has the love. He has the love from people in town. Like, he loved that. He loved having Sam, which was a beautiful woman who was loyal, ride or die, and completely in love with him. He loved having that. He loved having that in his life. So I think that's what pushed him and it made him want to be Jason. And having like loyal friends and stuff, that's what made him want to be Jason. But before he got the memories, he didn't want to be him. And then after, he was kind of okay with it. But he was still distancing himself. Like, ever since he found out who he was still distancing himself from being Jason. And now all of a sudden he wants to fight. Like, ever since the real Jason came out, he's been fighting. Like, he was okay with being Jason Morgan and stuff like that, especially when it came with the perks and the money. But like, he was fighting so hard. He's been fighting so hard to keep that name and that money because he said he about to be broke. Like, when the scene happened where they revealed and he kept accusing everybody of being on the payroll and trying to sabotage him and plotting against him. Like, come on now. The real Jason would have never thought that. But the fact that you, Andrew Caine, are Andrew Caine, that just explains why you think that way, you feel that way. This also explains why Helena was calling him Soldier Boy when he first got there, because Andrew Caine is a Navy SEAL. Like, I came back for the storyline. This storyline's been compelling. I love that the way Steve Burton has been playing Jason Morgan, and the way that he has hit all the points that Billy Miller did not. He, like, everything fills in, everything fits, like all the notes that weren't hit when the storylines came around, like Morgan's death. Like the way Billy Miller reacted to Morgan's death was just like, he was just like, "Oh, Morgan's dead. Huh. Hey Sam, I'm so glad I have my family back with you. Huh, I'm so happy we're together. This is great. I'm glad I have my family. You know, my best friend's kids died. He was my godson, and he was named after me, and I basically raised him his first few years. But thank God our kids are okay. Love you, Sam. Love you." Like, that was basically his response to his death. Like, a lot of things that happened, he just didn't have the right reaction to. And Steve Burton came around and had all the right reactions to everything the way that we would have expected. He played it exactly we would have expected it. Like, he loved Morgan and he had an emotional reaction. And even Sonny pointed out, like, yeah, he didn't have the same reaction. And that's the thing that got me, that I really did not like. Ooh, I really did not like about Billy Miller. The fact that the way he played Morgan's death was just awful. He didn't play it like he truly cared. I must be clicking the wrong day on the recap. Anyway, what I think about the other storylines is I don't like Alexis and Dr. Bench. I think they're weird. I think Dr. Bench is up to something. I feel like he might even be in on the Jason Morgan memory mapping thing. Andre came in. Nobody was feeling sorry for him. I don't know where he was going with that or what he was trying to do. That was kind of funny that he really thought that people were gonna feel sorry for him. What's the guy's name? Ava and Griffin. I can't wait for Julie and Alexis to get back together because everybody knows she's super in love with him and she never gave up on him. This whole Dr. Bench thing is just going to end up with Dr. Bench hurt and leaving, or Dr. Bench hurt and retaliating, or her getting so caught up with Dr. Bench that she's in a rebound relationship and is forced to, like, marry him or some crap. What's the guy's name? I don't like Griffin and Ava. I do like Griffin and Ava, like when they were all forbidden love, but now they're really together. It's just, he's a priest and she's a murderer. Like, how is this gonna work? He's coming after Julian, talking about Julian murdered his father. Your father was a mobster. Your father wasn't an innocent man, even though your father was an innocent man. Your father didn't deserve to be killed. Didn't deserve to be killed at all. I was completely heartbroken when Duke Lavery died. Don't mix me up. Um, but he's coming after him crazy, and he has all right to. But if you're gonna come after him, how are you gonna be with Ava? Like, their relationship just doesn't make sense. Like, their relationship would have only made sense if they were sneaking around, and he was considering dropping the priesthood, or he did and was still sneaking around with her. But them out in the open, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, them being out in the open in a relationship, and Griffin is an ex-priest. Everybody knows that Ava is a murderer. What Ava is murdering people. She's part of the mob. A lot of criminal affiliations. Their relationship just don't make sense to me. I like them together, but I don't like them as a real couple unless they were to find a way to make their relationship believable and make their relationship relatable to people. Like, to me, the relationship is a throwaway right now because I don't like they're having so many problems so early in the relationship. I feel like they need to have a smooth sailing period. Or maybe it's better that they fight through these obstacles. I don't know. Ava and Griffin I'm 50-50 with them. Sam and Andrew Caine. I really feel like Sam loves Andrew Caine. I feel like when she first, like, got him back, she was just so happy to have Jason back. And she could feel and see that there were so many differences between the two of them. But I feel like she was just so happy to have Jason back that her mind tricked her, like, oh my God, I have my husband's body next to me again. I have my husband, my husband is here. I have somebody to raise my son with now. Like, she never got a chance to be a family with Jason but for 10 minutes. So she had somebody to raise a family with. He's now the father of her daughter. And I feel like she took his differences and she was like, you know what? I'm going to fall in love with him. I'm going to choose to stay with him. I'm going to try with him for who he is. Like, she fell in love with him for who he is now. And the fact that he puts her first instead of putting Sonny and Carly in the mob first. She finally knows what it feels like to be put first and to put their family first. Like, she knows how to have a family life. I know she wasn't really like that. Wasn't really there for Danny like that. But I feel like she is going to be there more present in her kid's life, especially now that she has Jason around. She doesn't do things on her own a lot before. and she was like in the dating pool, the whole thing with Silas and Patrick. But she was more family oriented with Patrick though. Silas not as much. But there's a lot going on. But she knows what it's like to have a family life now. She knows what it's like to have a husband that's there for her and puts her first and chooses her. And he's a new guy. He's a different guy. And I think she always knew that he was a different guy, but she just accepted like he's a different guy. And he was loyal to her in the sense where he chose her over everything. So she feels like she has to be loyal to him. But she knows who Jason is. She's always known who Jason is. As soon as she saw him, she was so happy to see him. Even in the hospital, she was, freaked out a little bit at first, but she calmed down. And to me, she's been very calm towards him in like this peaceful, friendly manner. And it's not like she's alarmed or that she hates him. What other storylines came on today? Yeah, I really like Sam and Jason. I really feel like they're going to end up back together eventually. They're still legally married because he signed the papers as Jason Morgan and it wasn't him. So they never actually divorced. This whole Andrew Caine guy, unless she wants to remarry Andrew Caine. I don't know what she's going to do, but I feel like she might stay with Andrew Caine. I feel like she might stay with him. I don't know about Oscar being Andrew's son, because Oscar was cool at first, but now Oscar's starting to become annoying. He's starting to become a little boring as well. Not really a fan of Oscar. Kim Nero, I like her. She's holding a lot of secrets she needs to reveal. I like her. I want to see her in part of the practice. I know she might be part of something, but I don't think she's part of this. And if she is part of this, then that means that he really can't be. He can't be Oscar's father unless he is Oscar's father, and she was part of it, so that's why she can't tell. So she can't say anything. Yeah, but I still like Kim Nero. I don't like Dr. Bench. Julie and Lexus need to get back together because it's inevitable. I really like that scene. When they got back together in the hotel, that was crazy. Like, you already knew what was coming. You already knew how they was coming with this. Like, they all have a lot of chemistry, and we've seen that before. I mean, there was a period of time with Julie and Lexus, that's all they did. But I would like to see them grow and evolve and have family life. I would like to see Sam warm up to him a little bit. Lucas as well. Yeah, let me see. What else came on today? What other storylines are on today? Yeah, Andre revealed who was Jason and who was Andrew Caine. And Andrew Caine, aka Billy Miller's Jason, went off. He went crazy. Like, he went insane. Like, at the end when he left the police station and he ran up to Jason and he was like, I don't care what the DNA test says. We'll never be brothers. And then Jason was like, take care of yourself. Oh, broke ass. Broke ass. You are jealous and broke. Like, what am I gonna tell the kids? The money, the assets, the legacy, everything that we built. Y'all didn't build shit because you built it with somebody else's money. So you didn't build nothing. You better go get a job. You better go ask if you can work back at Quartermain at ELQ for security, head of security again. You better go to the Navy, ask them for your pension checks. You better ask them for your Navy money that they be sending. You better go in the reserves. Yeah. Because you ain't getting this unless Jason is nice enough to just give him the money. Which Jason is nice enough to give him some money so he can be able to take care of Sam and his daughter. Because it is his twin brother and that is his niece. And Sam is his wife. And, the little boy loves him and the family loves him. And they're brothers. So I could see Jason helping him out. But Andrew Caine is so hostile, so rude, so evil. I don't even understand. He's so evil. His broke ass talking about something. What am I going to tell the kids? Them is not your kids. Them is not your kids. You better go call Kim and be like, hey, can I come stay with you and Oscar, please? Because those are not your kids. And you better be lucky if Jason doesn't put you out the penthouse. Because what you deserve with your bad, rotten behavior. People hate Carly and her smug look. I don't care. Carly is Carly. I love her ratchet ghetto ass. And the actress that plays Carly's from DC, so you already know. But I love her. She gonna be her regardless. We know how much she loves Jason. It shouldn't even be making people mad like this at this point. Diane played well today. I love the scenes of Spinelli. Even even Curtis was like, "Give it up, dude. You're Andrew Caine. Like, you're not Jason Morgan. You're fighting so hard for this name and for this money that you really want, which are broke ass, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen." Yeah, I thought that it was gonna be more twists, but I guess the twists are gonna be like to see who did this. I thought the twist was gonna be that they were gonna say that he was that Billy Miller was Jason Morgan, and P6 was Andrew Caine, excuse me, but I thought it was going to be like for a short period of time, like until February sweeps. That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be just until February sweeps. Like, I didn't think it was going to be like a permanent thing. I know who's who. We know who's who. We know who won. And the writers know better than to alienate the viewers in that type of way, because a lot of people came back. Like, my sister hasn't watched GH in forever, and she came back. She comes back for big things like Robin coming back, Jason, this Jason coming back, Steve Burton's Jason, um, big storylines like Morgan dying, big things like that. Christina coming back home. She comes back home for bigger. She watches for bigger storylines, and I'm excited to see where this goes. This is my first it's not a GH review. This is basically like my feelings on it, because I want to talk to you guys about this. I did kind of want to do soap opera reviews, GH reviews, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do those. But yeah, I had to get my thoughts out there about this Jason Morgan, the tale of two Jasons. It's definitely I'm not gonna say a ripoff, but definitely it's basically the same story as the Tale of Two Todds, which I liked. I don't think I watched it. I watched the Tale of Two Todds, but not in detail. Like, I didn't see. Yeah, I watched it up to a certain point. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch the Tale of Two Todds. I did like the Tale of Two Todds. I really liked Trevor St. John's Todd, but I mean, he wasn't the original. He wasn't the real Todd. He was Victor. So excited to see where the Tale of Two Jasons goes. Billy Miller's getting on my nerves right now. Hopefully he stops. Sam's probably gonna stay with him. We'll see how that goes. And I don't know if I'll come back with more videos, but peace, guys. It's your girl Janice.